Das sieht geil aus. Und zwar mega. Das sieht ultra geil aus. Das sieht so geil aus. Das ist ultra cool. Das sieht wirklich gut aus, das stimmt. Da hatte der Kowal recht, definitiv, ja. Das sieht wirklich. Was ist das für ein Sound? Holy shit, wo kommt denn der her? Oder gehört das gerade zum Spiel einfach so? Einfach so mal. Ja, das ist einfach die normale Musik, die dazwischen laufen würde. Okay.
I have an object in sight. This is where they searched the ocean's biosynosis.
Meaning, oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right route.
Ja, da lang. Hallo Philipp. Was dieses Bing, 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 Bing finde ich jetzt schon ein bisschen nervtötend, ehrlich gesagt. Ein wenig. Oh.
They stopped for a break.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Hier hat jemand
I found a
geraucht.
cigarette butt and a pack. Someone was smoking here,
So, they didn't give a damn about the regulations.
disrupting the ecosystem.
That's not the point. I understand you want to minimize the effects of our interference here, Doctor, but the mission's safety is at stake. I don't think I have to explain to you the dangers of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Preserving the integrity of Regis III's already extinct ecosystem is not a priority in this scenario. Negligible, actually.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for
So
the
is
sake
es.
of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the
Ja,
highest
trotzdem. Auch
priority.
Planet. Ja.
Always? Are
Yeah.
we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves, whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just
Ja.
because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the
Na,
heart
wir sollten
of
uns trotzdem
human
nicht
nature.
einmischen in
Man
fremde
would still
Welten.
be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature.
Das ist richtig.
Can't argue with that.
Oh, mir geht's soweit ganz gut, Philipp. Wie geht's dir? Tag war alles jo. Und das Spiel finde ich bis jetzt absolut der Hammer. Bing, 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 bing. Ist halt
Can
ein
you
kleiner
please confirm that I'm
Laufsimulator.
on the correct route?
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour.
Aber ich finde das sehr interessant, was hier für eine Geschichte erzählt wird. Sehr interessant, definitiv. klar kann man jetzt darüber streiten. Momentan die ersten 2 Stunden, also eine Stunde wahrscheinlich davon bin ich noch am Rumlaufen, aber ist schon gut. Gefällt mir bis jetzt. Ja, freut mich, dass dein Tag ansonsten Paletti war. Respektive bei dir alles Paletti ist ansonsten.
This path is not
Das ist ein anstrengender Weg, ja, ja.
At least I'm moving onwards.
At the military academy, they used to say that difficult routes lead us the farthest. Well, hopefully not too far. You still have to come back.
Are you trying to motivate me, sir?
Of course.
I appreciate the effort.
Es muss doch irgendwann mal was passieren, mit dem wir dann ohnmächtig werden und einen Teil verlieren von unseren Erinnerungen. Sonst würde es keinen Sinn machen. Ah, die Pflanzen, wir sehen auch die Pflanzen hier. Wobei Pflanzen das falsche Wort ist, das sind ja keine richtigen Pflanzen, das sind metallische Strukturen, die aussehen wie eine Pflanze.
Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky
Yeah.
metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
Oh, oh nein!
Nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness.
Oh oh.
Hang on.
Ah, vielleicht darum. Das war ein Rückblick. So ist es, hat stattgefunden, dass wir auf dem Planeten sozusagen aufgewacht sind und zuerst keine Erinnerungen hatten. Das war eigentlich im Grunde genommen der Weg zum Anfang des Spiels. Was ist denn da?
Are you there? Over.
Nee,
that's a no.
im Tunnel haben wir keinen Kontakt zu ihm. Zur Dragonfly. Im Grunde genommen ein Hänger nach einer South Party, das stimmt, ja, ja. Das kommt eigentlich ziemlich genau hin, ja. Oder irgendwelche Drogen
Is everything alright?
Yes.
in der Pflanze.
Yes, all good. They're
Also
already
dem
in the
Metallgebilde
infirmary
ist ja
on
keine
the floor.
Pflanze.
You found some time.
Yes. Maybe them. But Marit's.
You're too hard on yourself, Yasna, as usual.
But if I.
Please stop. It is a very cruel word. You don't deserve its taunt.
Ja, Philipp, ich weiß, was ein Autist ist. Die fliegende Disco-Kugel ist meine Sonde, die mir weiterhelfen kann. Im Normalfall. Ein Kletterseil.
I confirm. Gorski was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet?
Tut mal nicht so immer, als ob Schule schwer
Go
wäre.
down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it
Aha.
comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes.
Ein Nekroextraktor, was ist denn das?
And what is your opinion? Should we look into our brain?
Doch, doch.
sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
What do you mean?
Boden!
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
Teuer. 35er.
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
Nicht
A
wirklich.
substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorski went down this way and didn't break anything,
Yeah, we don't know that, Yasna. He could keep going even with injuries.
well, I'm not hanging here forever, if we still haven't come up with anything.
There is a certain possibility, or rather uncertain, but maybe it's worth trying.
Astrogator, as much as I love complex analysis, I'm really sick of all this hanging.
Of course. Can you see the probe?
Ja.
Yes. It's flying near me.
Good. If I instructed it to fly as close as possible to you, you could grab onto it.
You sure it will hold me?
That I cannot guarantee. Like I said, it's a
Ja, komm, versuchen wir es.
idea.
All right, let's give it a try.
I'm entering the instruction. You must guide me.
Two meters forward. Stop, that's enough.
You have a really good eye. Exactly 2 meters.
Sag ich doch, genau 2 Meter.
You could say so.
Bing!
I fell from a lower height. It was a soft landing, though.
Ja, es waren... Hauptsache das... ja, das ist es buggy. Ui. Da wird es immer schlimmer mit dem Metallgebilde. Das sieht so strange aus. Das Zeug, ey.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorski was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got
What
here.
is this place? Makes my skin crawl. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorski, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it.
Ich glaube auch,
These
ja.
structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Hat etwas, ja.
Saying that
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet.
Hat wirklich etwas von einer Metallstadt.
Dr. Gorski set up the flags.
Ja, Markierung.
so he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorski may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorski. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough. Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorski.
No. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
Left or right?
Ich gehe den Weg. Metall einpacken. Fremdartiges Metall, das wächst wie eine Pflanze. Finde ich nicht so eine gute Idee.
All right. I'll try to walk this kind of bridge.
Brücke. Unten war noch was zum Anschauen.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorski has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
If metamorphism and other natural factors are to be excluded, there is only one conclusion. Someone or something must have put them here.
But who? The Alliance? Because you don't need to say...
Oh, I do. I suspect the surface of Regis III was once inhabited. It's a bit like Pando.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
Pando?
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre.
Ja.
So maybe.
Toter Metallwald, geil. Ui. Ui, ui, ui.
Terrain. The structures, are they still everywhere?
Yep, wherever I look, there's metal.
Ah, fuck, fick.
Yasna, what's going on?
Just a sec. I need to get out. Phew. The load-bearing capacity of this place is difficult to predict.
Ah, shit.
Again.
Jetzt verstehe ich die Logik, was ich machen müsste.
The detector will indicate the thickness of the structures.
Hä?
Out of the frying pan. Into a hole.
Muss ich nicht auf der grünen Stelle laufen? Wie komme ich jetzt da weiter? Muss er da weiter? Es gibt keinen anderen Weg. Hä?
Oh, damn it!
What is it this time?
Take a guess, sir.
A sinkhole?
Uh-huh.
Sektorenabstimmung. Mit instabil einzeigen. Wie denn?
Okay. I can see a safe route on the detector.
Aha. Wieso kann ich denn die nicht sehen? Da stand doch als Safe.
One careless move.
Aha, Moment.
I'm trying.
So wäre safe.
I'm gonna sound like a
Nicht
broken
auf das
record,
Grüne.
but the oceanic forms here are similar to those on Earth. So there should be similarities on land as well.
Similarities?
Life, Astrogator. I still think there should be life on the surface of Regis III.
Da war gerade Z. Nein, F. F für Metalldetektor. Nee, R. Hey, das war nicht im grünen Bereich, das war das andere, der war safe eigentlich. Bin extra daneben gelaufen. Also das war jetzt auch nicht, das war zwischen zwei Grünen eigentlich, wenn man es genau nimmt. Aber hey, von mir aus. Brechen wir halt durch. Habe extra geguckt, dass zwischen zwei Grünen ist.
From Gorski.
It's hard to tell. There are errors in the transmission header. I'm going to play it, so we'll find out. Gorski to base. I repeat, this is Gorski. Base, come in. No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir.
Maybe let's go back to the recording. I report, I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. Altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electrical...
There are more traces. This time handprints. And a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. You heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor. Well, let's hear what else you discovered. It makes me think of the Lyrans.
Iraner.
A race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings. Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man.
Yeah.
Nor for any humanoids.
Who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorski did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
More of the same stuff. Gorski's things. More traces. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Merritt's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes.
Ja.
This scene looks disturbingly similar. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorski...
Wo muss ich lang? Da durch den Spalt. Gibt es überhaupt hier einen Spalt? Oder gibt es einfach einen Weg, der versteckt ist leicht? Ah ja, da um die Ecke. Ja, den sieht man auf ersten Blick gar nicht. Das stimmt sogar. Gut gemacht. Sieht schon beängstigend aus irgendwie. Aber definitiv nicht natürlichen Ursprungs. Das ist nicht möglich. Das geht einfach nicht. Höchstens wirklich das Metall hier wächst auf diesem Planeten wie eine Art Pflanze. Dann vielleicht. Nur vielleicht. Ja, das ist die Ausrüstung, genau. Aha.
Finally! I have his position.
A visual?
Not yet.
Oh, hä? Ja, hab mich selber verwirrt. Vom Weg her.
Gorski, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah.
Ja, toll.
I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
The tank is empty.
It doesn't matter now, Yasna. Let's focus on the doctor.